legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Attack, attack. Check 9, check 9. Topper!
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Hey, 57, 57. Check 31. Echo. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 48-yard line. 180. Black by 4. Focus, defense, focus.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over. On
first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 31, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack.
3rd and long.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Right. 51. Hey, 43. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. I 7. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Come, crap. Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes steps away to his left. Past the 20, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
180. Hey, here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st down, Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 26. Hey, 133.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
180. Here we go. Hurry. Right there. 54.
Mayfield. The open man is Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes on the left side. Gallup's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen. Pass.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Check hot. Point it right. 54 Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Show up, nothing.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now this throw caught left side. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 92 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over. Let's go! Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big stop, let's go! 58's the money! 58's the money!
To throw, it's Mahomes. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Yellow! 180! 58, right there. 15! Stop here, D. Hey, 58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic. Hey, check. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Double dog, that's the way. Check safety. Hey, alert 33. Alert. Hey, wahoo.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Yellow. On the line, 80. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 53's the Mike. 43, 15. All day, punk. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch that.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes on the right side. This is Austin with a catch. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Yellow. Go on, 80. Check. 53's Mike. You.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's Pollard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
57 colors. 53, check 53. Watch,
From the 29, Mahomes. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mahomes now on first down. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joe Schobert, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
I got him. That's me. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. 57. 53.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 7-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Watch the run. This side, baby. That's a baby side. Hurry. Mike 4.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
First down, Cleveland.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield, flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Good. 180. 54. Let's go, Tanya. Let's go right here now. Good.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, Pollard. And he lost the football. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow. I go on, Eddie. Here we go. Tight end right. Tight end right.
On second and 7, Mahomes. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Second and 3 at the 17-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Olivier Vernon brings him down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike 51. Hey, come on now, come on now.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end Fant. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be second and goal. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Let's go. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check your hot read. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's up?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Watch the safety creep.
On first down, Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Point it right, point it right. Patch it. Alert, 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 alert. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
54. Check, check.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Mayfield now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Come to my work. Dad. 57 the mic. 57 the mic. What's that?
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Rosas to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Browns 48, Cowboys 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. 13 yards on the pickup. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second and 10, Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Check back, check back.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name.